Long ago, in the kingdom of Babylon, there lived a man named Daniel, a man known for his faith, wisdom, and integrity. Daniel loved God with all his heart, and he prayed faithfully 3 times a day, no matter where he was. Because of his wisdom and trustworthiness, King Darius appointed Daniel as one of the top officials in his kingdom.
Counsel is wise, Daniel. I live to serve your majesty.
But Daniel's success stirred jealousy, and other officials plotted against him.
He's too favored. We must trap him. Only his God can be used against him.
They knew they could not find fault in Daniel, so they tricked King Darius. The king was persuaded to sign a decree that anyone who prayed to any god or man other than the king would be thrown into the lion's den. But Daniel, faithful as ever, continued to pray to God openly, just as he always had. The officials caught Daniel praying and rushed to the king, crying out, "Daniel has disobeyed the law." King Darius was greatly distressed. He liked Daniel and wanted to save him, but the law could not be changed. With a heavy heart, the king ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. King Darius sealed the den with his signet ring and spent the night fasting and worrying for Daniel's safety. But God sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions. Daniel remained unharmed, his faith rewarded. At dawn, the king hurried to the den and called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, are you safe?" Daniel answered,
My God sent his angel, and I am safe.
King Darius was overjoyed and commanded Daniel to be lifted from the den. The king then turned to those who had plotted against Daniel, and they were thrown into the den instead, meeting the fate they intended for him. King Darius wrote throughout the kingdom, "The God of Daniel is the living God. He rescues and delivers, performing signs and wonders."
Everyone must respect Daniel's God, the living God who rescues and saves.
Daniel's story reminds us that unwavering faith in God can overcome even the greatest dangers. Even in the face of threats and enemies, God's power protects those who trust in him wholeheartedly. Let us remember Daniel in the lion's den, a shining example of courage, prayer, and God's faithful deliverance.